I'm starting the stream a little early today because I don't know. I'm bored here. I need to start drawing. Yeah, I'm trying to do this every day. We'll see how long it lasts. No guarantees, but yeah, just a little bit of reference first of all. Let's see, how do we view this? Here we are. And we also have our little timer here, so we can keep things organized. And let me just set up my stupid YouTube for a second. There it is. Okay, here we are. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. And how do I set up the chat? I guess I'll just have to. Maybe if I go like this, and then I can. Oh, here we are. Okay, so I can get this. Turn on display capture number 3. I'll call this chat. You know, I thought that I would be used to this after doing it for 3 weeks, but it's not working. Let me see. But at least we're early today, so that's better, right? Okay, I need to do display capture, but only a small area. Let's see, display capture. Okay. And how do I make it? I need this display. Oops. Oh my god, what am I doing? I just want to get the chat on here. Whatever. Forget it. Let me just get rid of this. Move that. Okay. Alright. Let's just get back to this. Man, it would be nice to have the chat on the stream though. How do we get let's see. What is VLC video capture? Media source. Window capture. Okay, what if we pop out the chat? Okay, the chat is now popped out. So say hi or something, please, if you're in here. I'll see y'all 6 of you. And I'm gonna try to bring the chat onto the screen here. So let's go window capture. Hey, Abhishek. And then let's call this chat window capture. Okay. And I'm gonna choose Morning Guts. Chat, where are you? Firefox. Is that you? No? Is that you? There we are. Okay, here we are. Okay, we're gonna put you over here. And we're gonna make you a little bit less. Oops. Sorry, guys. God damn it. Hey, Alan. We'll not say hi, but we'll say yo. Yo, top channel. Top channel, too cool for school. Too cool for the chat. I see how it is. And then we're gonna bring this back over here. And I can put this over here. There, that looks nice. That looks nice and professional, I think. Right? Is that good? Put this over here. I'm sorry guys, I'm really bad at streaming. Okay. And then I have to do this again tomorrow. Cool. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, remove that. Okay, this is better. Now I can see what's going on and you guys can see what's going on. We're all on the same page here. Okay, alright. Let's see. The internet. So yeah, what's going on here? I need to start drawing. I get antsy if I don't draw. This ugly guy here. I'm just gonna do a quick one. Yeah, we usually do this at 11, but I don't know, I always feel like I'm here waiting until 11. And then I get antsy. And then I have to go poop. It's not good. Does your email look... Yeah, that looks professional. The email I use is kakapoopy@gmail.com. So I'm not a good person to talk to about professional emails. Boop, 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 boop. What kind of profession are you, Abhishek? Hey Igor, it's been a while. Welcome back. Alright, that sounds good. Yeah, I feel like the original Morning Guts people have kind of been busy lately. You guys are... Yeah. Trying to build up that momentum again. Me too, I was kind of like out of it after the trip. But hopefully I'll be back in full momentum soon. Oh, this is complicated. This was a bit much to start off the morning. Okay. You're drawing exactly that? Yeah, for now I'm just warming up and drawing what we see. I'll try to do some actual design in a minute. Think I'll try to do one page of warm-ups and studies, and then one page of design today. Because I feel like yeah, especially for Inktober, it's more about design than it is just drawing. Which is cool. Design is great. I feel like I've been kind of rusty with design lately. I've been doing a lot of paintings and studies and stuff, but not really making up my own stuff, which I think is, I don't know, it's more fun to make up your own thing anyway. think that's why most people get into drawing in the first place. Just a cheap way to make your own ideas happen, at least on paper. I think that's why kids like it too. It's because it's a thing where the kid can sort of control their own world, it's a way for them to have control where you don't really have much control when you're little. Okay, so you're getting into video games and stuff like that. Igor says, I think I'll draw along with you guys next week. Going to Moscow. Ooh, I'm excited. Some juicy Russian aircraft. That's awesome. Okay. Going to Moscow for family or for fun, or? Interesting. The countdown is to switch drawings, which reminds me we are way over time here. So let me find another drawing. Thank you for letting me know. I feel like we've drawn half of these already. A lot of hermit crabs on this channel. What? How cute. Alright, let's bring the chat back and... No. Okay, what is it? Control. There we are. Oh man, I'm jealous. That's so awesome. Hey Dennis, good morning. Drawing some extra crabs today. So we're going to do one page of studies and one page of designs, hopefully. So their eyes are like totally pointing in two different directions. I wonder if they can actually look at two things at a time. It's like, or is it like having picture in picture? I don't know. Morning, Kevin. Morning, the Rothos. There are those. There are those. Yeah, guys, if you're just joining in, I know this starts at 11. We just started a little bit earlier because I was a bit antsy and bored. But doing a couple more crabs today. And then I think we're going to do a page of studies and a page of concepts So I feel like I'm seeing all these really cool designs being posted on Instagram and wherever, Facebook, and kind of want to get in on that and just make your own design. Slightly related. So apparently yesterday, Kanye West came to visit my school in Detroit, the design school, just randomly. So he was there, and then some students took a picture of, or they took video of him, and he was like standing on top of a desk in one of the classrooms and just like ranting about Elon Musk or something. I thought that was interesting. I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe they're investing in Detroit now. I think Tony Robbins was there too, and like a whole gaggle of millionaires. Maybe they're like trying to buy property or something. Detroit's pretty cheap. I mean, it's getting more expensive now, but I think you can still get a place a lot cheaper than most cities in the US. But it is cold. It is very cold in Detroit. Okay, time's up. Increase the size of the reference. Yeah, let me do that. Sorry about that. Let me put this over here. Yeah, I'll zoom in on it next time. Whoa. A Kathurki octopus stuffed turkey with king crab legs. Okay. Oh, these are so cute. Oh my god. He's sleeping with his claw outside of the bed sheets. I do that too. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. And okay, we got 5 minutes on the timer. And keep bouncing between all these different pens. I don't know. I still don't have a favorite pen. I wish I don't know. Or I'll go through phases. Like, I feel like this is the felt tip phase, but I had my ballpoint phase, brush pen phase. Actually, I didn't really have a brush pen phase. I feel like I never really got cozy with the brush pen, but I wish I could, because brush pen I feel like it's really difficult, but it looks the coolest if you can get it right. Look at this, so cute. There's a lot of wrinkles on this thing. And if you're here for the first time, we're all just kind of drawing together here. So the point is to just get a little warm-up in the morning and start off your day, although for a lot of people this is nighttime. But yeah, we're just trying to get some mileage in. I usually feel better if I draw a little bit. In general. Hey, Johan. Hi, Mr. Allen Keys. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad I went to go pick that up the other day. Alberto is crazy. I hope he'll do more paintings and more shows. I mean, like, yeah, I totally feel like he's sort of, you know, he's kind of undiscovered as a fine artist, but he's world-class painter, you know? Like, he can outpaint almost anybody, so I feel like if he wanted to do that, if he wanted to do fine art painting and sell stuff and be in galleries or whatever, he could be totally, he just blows everybody out of the water, so I'm glad to have the chance to grab one. And yeah, I just hope he does more. Because you know, animation is very, very stressful work, you know. He's been doing a lot of his own animation stuff and projects, and that's like, that can like kill you. It's so much work and for such a long time, and you have to be so focused. And so I don't know how he does it without getting burnt out. But yeah, he works really, really hard. Anyway. Let's see. On to our next one. Still need to work on this timer and make it more. Whoa, Jesus. What a life. Just squished into yourself. This one's pretty interesting. Alright, let me reset the timer here. Yeah. I've been working with Alberto since 2012 on a bunch of projects, but he's the kind of guy where you either love him or hate him, you know? And usually all the artists really love him, because I mean, usually, you know, the crew looks up to him, and he's actually very good at setting a style and being very decisive. Like, he really knows what he wants, which, believe it or not, a lot of art directors don't really know what they want. They don't really have a vision. They're just like kind of wasting everybody's time. But with Alberto, you always feel like you're making a lot of progress, and everyone's kind of going in the same direction, a very strong direction. So that's why artists really like to work with Alberto usually. But then some people don't like him because I don't know why. Because he's very he's different, you know. He's not like I don't know how to explain it. He doesn't do the BS stuff that you normally have to do with corporate jobs. You know, you kind of have to be a little bit flexible, I guess, in these bigger studios and professional settings and stuff. But I don't know. I should probably not stop talking, but point being that he's an amazing art director, I think. And I feel lucky to work with him whenever that happens. Yeah, to me, there's nothing worse than an art director that doesn't know what the direction of the art should be. That's like your only job as an art director, is to like decide things and kind of set the style and make sure that everybody is on the same page. But if you don't have that, then it's a nightmare, because then the artists are like floundering around and they have no direction. They don't, you know, they're just lost. I guess it's the same for any job. You want people to know what they're doing, ideally. But, I mean, yeah, that's a tough job, though, because I guess you have to be more responsible, and you have to make a lot of tricky decisions sometimes, and deal with all the people, not just the artists, but all the other people, too, that are from, you know, higher up or whatever. So, yeah, I can see how that position is pretty difficult. Not that I haven't done that stuff yet, but I feel like, I don't know, I think you need some people skills to do that job, which I don't know if I have that. Oh, ran out of time again. Here we go. I think passion is important. Yeah, I think, yeah, you should be into it, hopefully. I think everyone should be into the project. Yeah. Okay, let's do this one. Alberto's a very passionate guy. He definitely gets into the projects totally. Like, he'll go in at 8 in the morning or even earlier and stay there until 2 in the morning. And he would sometimes be sleeping in the office and all kinds of crazy stuff. He's a workaholic for sure. But I don't know. I feel like for me though, I enjoy getting into that zone of like when you're in, it feels like you're in battle or something where you're like everything is just running against the clock and you're trying to do as much as possible and you're like really on the limit of your focus and your energy and you're like barely sleeping and you're just working and it's just really intense. So it kind of feels exciting to be that intensely involved in something, but I feel like that doesn't happen that often for me. I kind of wish that it would happen more, like, but I feel like I need to make my own projects, or I don't know, I need to find the right thing to make that happen, but it's difficult. But once you get in that mode and you're actually, fully invested in something, that's really exciting, because then you can get a lot of stuff done. You can make something really cool. But I feel like the last time that, or the only time that really happened for me was like back in school, where I was just non-stop, like 24/7 working on these projects, and we were all in it together with our our classmates, and it was just really intense. And it was really hard, and you feel like you have no life at all, but it's also kind of exciting because you're like fully devoted. So I feel like I need to find that again at some. I'm trying to find it. I'm looking for it. Do you guys get fully invested in your projects? Are you guys like a workaholic, or are you kind of just like do what you need to do and then chill out the rest of the time? Or do you crave that even, or are you more into having like a balance in your life and having social stuff? And now I feel like people go both ways, and it's totally fine either way. That's just how you want to organize your life, I guess. Burned out of brainstorm. Yeah, I mean, school it's supposed to be difficult. It's like that's how it's designed. So, I mean, I feel like school is a really good place to be super focused like that. I mean, because everybody else around you is that focused too, so you can all be in it together. But maybe when you're on your own, then it's a little bit weirder and harder because you're just by yourself, and then it's like you don't have that camaraderie with your classmates. So that's something I miss about school, is that everybody there was in the same situation. We're all like in battle together. That was kind of fun. Nowadays I just follow the money. That's cool. I mean, yeah. I feel like that's a more, like an older, wiser view maybe. Is like, you're not as much of a purist anymore, maybe. I'm assuming, but maybe like, yeah, because when we're students, we're really idealistic and like, I'm going to do my passion and it's going to be great and I'm really gung-ho and nobody can tell me otherwise. But then after a while you become to like, maybe you become more flexible in your ideas. You try out different things. What kind of stuff do you do now, Top Channel? Or like what do you do for money? What are your endeavors? I'm always interested in artists that kind of break out of art and they do different things. They do business, or there's one art center guy who owns a bunch of restaurants here in LA. Or like, who else? Mike Shinoda from Lincoln Park was a graphic design student at Art Center. And also, who else? Brad Pitt was a transportation design student, apparently, for a short time. But yeah, I'm always interested in these people that kind of break out of, or switch industries, or switch careers, or just kind of like start their life over and do something totally different. That's always interesting. Web developer tired of dealing with clients, so now I'm trying to sell 3D models. All right. Interesting. That's pretty tough work too, though, selling 3D models like on TurboSquid and stuff like that. Although, I don't know, maybe you can make a pretty good living off of that stuff. Some of those models are pretty expensive. Has the 3D model stuff been working for you so far? I feel like I'm kind of going the opposite way. Like, I'm a 3D modeler and designer and drawer, but I kind of feel like I want to learn more about programming and development and maybe video games and stuff like that to try to make money. I don't know. Because I feel like art is, I mean, you can make good living with animation and art, but it's also very difficult. So I'm trying to look at alternatives also and just think about different pathways. I don't think it's the job actually that I have an issue with. It's just I want to try to get more into business stuff and like, I don't know. Yeah, I've always wanted to get into business. I don't think I'm a very good employee in general. Yeah, that's my idea. It's cool. So you already started selling stuff and you're doing it? Yeah, man, I always admire that though, like, because I feel like a lot of people, they're stuck in their industry or their job or whatever, and they never try to break out of it, even though they want to. They never even try. So just that, I mean, just that you're doing it, you know, you're giving it a shot. I always admire that. And then all your friends think you're like crazy or something. And then, but I don't know. You feel like you're the one that knows what you need to do in your life, and it's okay if other people don't get it. I don't know. Oh, nice. Alright, so you're already on your way. Okay, let's reset this. And maybe a couple more here for this page, and then we can move on to some designs. Oh my gosh, these things are so goofy. Oh, last page of the sketchbook. That's such a sweet feeling. Alright. Well, it's not letting me click on things anymore. Alright, here we go. 200 seconds on this one. It's a quick one. Oh, so top channel. Since you're a developer, do you feel like do you like programming? Do you think programming is fun in general, or I mean, is the problem with your web development job, you said that you're sick of dealing with clients. So is it that programming is still fun, it's just the clients suck? Or are you just bored with programming also? Alright, that makes sense. So, but my question is, so programming is still fun, but why can't you, isn't there an equivalent, or you mean like, can't you just make your own programs and sell those? Just like how you would make a 3D model and sell your 3D model? Or why can't you actually make a lot of money with programming in general? Or do you think that's not really a good way to go independently as a programmer? We have 30 seconds and we are mowing the lawn. Somebody's mowing the lawn right now. Web development is different from program. Web is like HTML and CSS. Oh, it's not. Okay. Never mind. But they're related though, aren't they? Like HTML and CSS is still kind of like, even if, I mean, some of that stuff is translatable though. And okay, so what about if you're, so you can build a website for a client, but what about if you could build some sort of useful website and just have that as a product? Like, I mean, isn't Facebook a website or web development or whatever? Any website is a web development. Programming is only 5% of the work. Okay. And what's the other 90%, 95%? Even on Facebook, they built a lot of code using other scripts, which would be more the stuff you might want to do. Okay, so like Facebook is the web development platform, and then they're using code from other people's scripts that are just like plugged into the platform. Is that the idea? Like a program or algorithm that can find friends. Okay, that makes sense. But so that's not considered web development? I mean, I thought that all that stuff would be part of it. Maybe not. I don't know anything. Brush Runner says, hey Vaughn, do you feel that a lot of people get into 3D modeling because they don't have talent for concept art? No, I don't think so. I think you just kind of like computers and you like geometry, and then that's how you get into it, hopefully. I don't know. Most concept artists do a little bit. I mean, I know that a lot of concept artists do some 3D anyway, so it's kind of the same. Every website idea you can think of has been done, and you need a lot of money for marketing to break through the noise. And tons of people don't use concept art as a base, though. What do you mean don't use concept art as a base? Use concept art as a base from someone else? I'm not sure what you mean. Like painting over somebody else's painting? That sounds horrible. You do 3D, you do drawings as visual art. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just different ways to get the same result, I guess. Right? Is that what we're saying? I think we're all agreeing. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe space for one more little guy here. Yeah, 3D is more geeky. Definitely. Sometimes I wish I never got into 3D, because I would have had so much more time to develop my drawings, and probably I spent so much time in 3D just like working on fixing doing scripts and making little, macros and things, and working on the UI. I feel like I don't spend enough time actually making stuff and doing work, but I actually do enjoy making scripts and things and like trying to improve the UI. I feel like it's like when you move into a new place and you're trying to make it really comfortable. You're like, oh yeah, I want to put some artwork up here. I want to get a nice big table and put it over here, and I want to organize all the dishes over here. So it's like, it's kind of making the program home for yourself. You ever consider UI UX jobs? No, but I kind of feel like that would be fun, and that I might be good at it, because I feel like a lot of programs, basically every program I've ever used, I've been very frustrated with the UI, and I know the things that would make it work a lot better, for me at least. And I always have changes that I want to make, and some of the changes are specific to the way that I work, but some of the changes I think are just general things that everybody would appreciate. There's always some weird quirks in these programs that are like, what the hell? What's the point of that? What's the point of that? That takes too many steps, blah blah blah. And I feel like, yeah, those things really, really bother me. And I feel like I'm very, OCD about it. But I mean, I feel like I kind of get to do that on my own by doing these little tutorials and stuff. And so whenever I do Modo tutorials or Blender or whatever program, I usually have some kind of a setup that goes with it. So then when people do my videos, they kind of get to use the UI that I worked on ish, or use some of the improvements, and that's enough for me. Like, I don't need to work on a whole program. I just take a little corner of it and make it better, hopefully, and then I think it's cool that people will use it, and then I'll see them you know using it for work and stuff. So that's cool. That's pretty satisfying to see people like kind of using not a tool but some sort of a improvement that you worked on. So yeah, that's exciting. I feel like lately I feel excited about I guess testing things or trying to do things in different ways, and then showing other people how to do that too, and helping people to, I don't know, do their own work. I haven't been as excited about my own work lately. I don't know why. I think it's like I can't, maybe I'm stuck in a rut, or I don't know. I'm just not super excited about any of my projects going, except for the UI stuff. Guys from Blender or Moto should hire you. Yeah, that would be fun. I mean, the Moto UI already is like really, really, really good, actually. Moto UI is pretty genius in some ways. Degree and work experience will get you a job. I gotta say your config has really helped me to start learning Blender. Oh, cool. Awesome. Just research about UI researching. Okay. And say you know how to do user research and stuff. Also, knowing PHP or other languages is a bonus. I don't know any PHP yet. All I know right now is Python. Oh, I'm always using your script, so it's now perfect. Ah, cool. Glad to hear. Yeah, man, that's like years of just tweaking. Oh my god. And the problem is that I don't know what I'm doing with Python. So I think my code is really bad. And it takes forever to figure out stuff, because I don't really know what I'm doing. But as long as it gets the job done eventually, then it's okay, I guess. Alright, so we're out of time on this one. And yeah, I'm surprised that there's so many, that we have some programmers in here too. It's pretty cool. And some 3D people. What about the new Blender UI? What about the new Blender UI? I feel like, man, 2.8, there's a lot of really cool improvements, but for me the main thing is just EEVEE. I think that's like the big takeaway. The UI, I feel like, has not been really improved as much as I hoped. There was a really cool document that Bill Rainish made about 2.8, and it had a lot of really good ideas. Like, one of the big cool ones was like you could drag and drop modifiers around, you could drag and drop and do groups and stuff like that. But In practice though, I haven't seen too many of these like really nice changes that he suggested. I haven't seen them in there yet, but maybe they're coming soon. But as it is now, it's pretty similar to 2.79. There's a few superficial differences, but yeah. And you should get into Houdini and build a nice interface. They just added Python API support. Is Houdini UI pretty clunky? I have never used it before, but I've seen a guy using it and it looked pretty old school. I have to admit, I never did your Blender tutorial because I was scared to get stuck with this UI and unable to follow other tutorials or get help when I get stuck, even though it looked great. Well, yeah, that's a valid concern too. I mean, that's true. But I do try to help as much as possible, and there's a pretty active Facebook group where, you know, people that use it help each other. So I think you'll have enough support between me and everybody on the Facebook, HEAVYPOLY Facebook. There's also a Discord, but anyway, that is a valid concern though. Blender would be a much more desolate place without your pies. Thanks. Yeah, those pies, man. We need more pie. EEVEE is so awesome, it makes messing around with material nodes so fun. Yep. Yeah, it's like magic. It's really magic. I haven't touched 3D in several weeks. I just don't like it. I don't know why it's annoying. Yeah. Yeah, that happens. Get burnt out. Alright, so we got our first page done here, and I think it's time to move on to a little page of designs. US Votes is going to a first Blender meetup. That's awesome. Man, any kind of software meetups, it's so fun because it's like the geekiest crowd of people you've ever seen in your life. They're just like nerding out together. It's really fun. And then there's always, I mean, it's always such a big variety of people. Like we went to the SIGGRAPH Blender meetup here, and there was people from like aerospace engineering and automotive companies and historical recreations, and just every kind of industry uses 3D. It's so cool. Okay, let's see. So let's do... Man, I kind of feel like doing some Blender now. Alright. Well, I want to do at least one design, maybe. Let's give ourselves another... Reset the timer here. Okay. And at least we have this reference here, so we can try to build something that's related here. Alright, Igor, have a good rest of your day. See ya. Alright, maybe we can do a little concept here of a robot or something, and then build it quickly in Blender. See if that'll work. I think that'll be fun. We'll make a CrabBot 2.0. Man, for some reason, drawing or trying to design on the stream with the recording it always comes out really weird. I think I get nervous and just go too fast or something. This is weird. So this is a bit generic here. Yeah, we're doing design from imagination, so I mean, you can try to make it like a crab maybe, or whatever. I'm gonna try to do some crab related design. Nigel says, somebody contacted me after seeing a voxel scene I made and wants something similar for an album cover. He asked me my rates for exclusive license, but I don't know what to charge. Oh man. Yeah, that's tough. I've never done an album art, actually. So I don't know. I've heard that for a TV show, if you want to license your design out for a TV show, that's usually like a couple thousand, like 3,000 or something like that. But I don't know. I'm not very experienced with this stuff. Does anybody else have some experience with licensing? That's a really good question. And congrats, because that's cool. Can we see the voxel art that you did? Was that Magica Voxel? Not sure if links work in the chat. Oh, dang it. Is there something that we can search to find that piece? I'm resetting the time. I need more time here. Yeah, I feel like I haven't been designing that much lately, and my shapes are kind of feeling a little bit generic. I'm kind of like reverting back to safety or something. Or maybe it's just drawing on the stream makes you kind of stiffen up. Yeah, Kirk, I'm gonna get back on my show. Oh my god. God damn it. Damn it, Kirk. Hit and run. Hit and run. Yeah, Magic of Voxel is so cool. I think they just released a new one too, right? I think Magic of Voxel has a pretty genius UI too, because it's so simple that you can just pick it up and start using it, and you don't need any tutorials or anything, right? That's the sign of a good UI. Okay, I don't know about this drawing, but I'm gonna try to make something in Blender. Since we're all talking about 3D stuff, I'm in a 3D mood now. Ugh. Let's see if I can switch this to desktop. Okay. If you Google Nigel Mac Voxel doorway, let's see. Let's check it out. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. Those renders look so nice too. Oh. Damn, that's sweet. Yeah, I really like the Magic of Voxel renders. I love all the little displays too. Oh my god, that's so cool. Damn. What the hell? Oops. Oops. Okay. All right, so each leg I think is going to be just a copy of the other, especially since we're doing a quick one. Let's see how much we can do in 5 minutes. To rotate like that, and then also like this, right? Oh, that's new. They just added that today. Interesting. Oh, we got angle snapping now. I gotta turn this off and let's see. Well, that's annoying that it... Let me see. Oops. R. Snap, invert, clear constraints. Interesting. Okay, I gotta look into that more. Oh. Let's see. Let's build a leg so that it's facing forwards, maybe. Rotate it based on the last selected. See, we could also draw stuff. So if we go to verts mode, hold down Control, and then we can draw a leg in like that. Maybe do it this way too. Oops. Just hold down Control and click. And then F. And then we got this enhanced extrude now, so we won't get those inside out extrudes anymore. That's the kind of UI stuff that I'm pretty sure nobody in the world that's using Blender right now wants their extrudes to be inside out. So that's the kind of change that I feel like is a universal change that anybody can appreciate. And then here, kind of straying away from the drawing a bit. But it's okay. Let's use this one again as like a pivot point. All right, anyway. How do you know when it's inside out? Here, I'll show you. So in 2.79. Well, actually in 2.82, like if you have something that's inside out, every face will have a backside and a side. So here we can see the backside is invisible, front side is visible. You can also turn on this like face orientation thing, and that shows you, oh wait, and then you turn off back face culling. And so anything that's on the back side is red, anything on the front side is blue. So for example, over here, you can see it said, the stream may have just died, I'm not sure. Let me say something if you can hear me, I hope. I think it's back now. Anyway, so if you do a regular extrude here, extrude, this is what it gives you. First of all, who wants to extrude like that? This direction doesn't make any sense. And also, even if you do it on an individual normals like this, so you can do a regular extrude. The blue one looks good, but then you can also do a red extrude like this, which is, of course, inside out. So that's not very nice. So with this enhanced extrude script thing that I did, it'll automatically, like, it can tell if your normals are going inside out, and then it automatically fixes it as soon as you click. So yeah, so again, like if we were doing it over here, it's possible to make inside out extrude with the regular extrude, but with the enhanced extrude it automatically fixes it, so you don't have to worry about that. So that's the kind of stuff that you'll find in the HEAVYPOLY config. So just little usability things like that makes it easier. Alright, well, so let's put the pivot. So that green dot right there is the pivot of our object. So if we put the green dot here, then that means we can pivot the leg like that. And if we make a duplicate of it, we can rotate it here, make another duplicate. But these are linked duplicates, so Alt-D is a linked duplicate, which means they're linked together. So any change you make on the original one will happen for everybody. And since we have the center here, that means we can mirror this whole leg around that center. Is there a case where you wouldn't want the faces out? The only case I can think of is an interior scene. So if you wanted the walls to be facing inwards, but you could do that, I mean, pretty easily. You can still do that. Like, if I wanted to flip this inside out, I go Control-Shift-N, and that flips it inside out. So, but that's a kind of a special case. This is only, you know, how often am I going to want that? Maybe like, that's a very specific thing. So I can do that if I need to do it. But I definitely don't want this happening all the time. or 50% of the time pretty much it's going to be happening if we use the regular extrude. So that, you know, definitely a special case there. So then we probably need, are we going to showcase the viewer sketches? Yes, we are. If you guys want to showcase your sketches, there's a chat drawings link in the description, and then we're going to look at those in a second. Actually, let me just wrap this thing up. Maybe we can use the collections from 2.8, so I'm going to press M to make a new collection and call it legs. Okay. And then we can go Shift A and add a collection instance of the legs. Rotate it, or actually scale it on X by -1. And then put the position at 0, 0, 0. And then now, whatever we do to this collection will reflect over there. Maybe these are like jet exhausts or something. Oops. Individual. Let me save this, probably. Oh my God, where am I? Where am I? Oh, Make a new material. Cool thing about the instances too is we can go for the original one, make a new slot, call that new material we just made. Let's just call it dark. Sounds like a music genre. Can put some cuts in here too, maybe. The cool thing about 2.8 is we can see all this stuff happening live. We did have live Booleans before, but I don't think you could see them in edit mode like this. So it's a little bit more fancy. Do you apply subsurf on your models? I do, yeah, but only when I need it. So for this model right here, we don't really have any surfaces that need subsurf. If I had like an organic shape that I couldn't really do with simple geometry like this, then I would use subsurf. So subsurf is mainly just for organic modeling and not hard surface? No, subsurf is pretty good for hard surface too, but that's more like for a complex surface like a car or an airplane or something that has a lot of curves in it. So hard surface, I think, is kind of a weird name for machines, because there's a lot of machines that are kind of organic in shape too. Cars are very organic in their shapes, and so in that case, yeah, you need subsurf for some of that. The cool thing about it is, since these are live, we can adjust them. I don't know. This is kind of weird. Ooh, what about that? Interesting. Oops. Oh shit. Yeah, it kind of does look like solar panels. This should be dark metal, and I don't know, I'm gonna wrap this up here, so let me just add a bunch of random geometry and tubes and shit. Rotate this on X. So yeah, I just need some chunky details down there. Oops. Can put some air canisters. Some guts, mechanical guts. And then we need a bracket probably. Let's go to top view or bottom view. Top view. Alright, let's draw a quick little bracket. It can go, let's see, holding control and click to just draw this little bracket here. Or is it cooler if it goes inwards, like maybe it goes like that? Okay. And then this piece could probably have a little bit of finesse to it if we add some bevels. You can grab all this stuff and put a bevel on it. And then mirror it over. And probably you want to have some sort of whatchamacallit, cutouts here. Yeah, something like that. Cut out. Cut out there. Something like that. And then same thing over here. Kind of doing this like lazy style. hopefully this will look good once they're all cut out. Alright, so you just thicken these, and then we can grab all of these pieces. Let's save it before we crash. Grab all of these, Control B, live subtract, and that's it. I do want to assign the same material here so they can get that same material. I think it's a little bit thick. That. And then you'd have to go in with brackets probably to attach this. Maybe the head probably has its own pivot. Actually, this down in here probably could use a less intense cylinder, because it's kind of buried in here, so we don't see it that much. So maybe we can use a less geometry there, because it's sort of hidden. Yeah, this is 2.8, Mr. Dave. Reminds me of those old cars with the exterior wooden panels. Oops. Oh shit. Oh no, did it crash? Shit. Oh shit. I think something may have crashed here. Possibly my computer. God damn it. Are you guys seeing this? Well, anyway. Oh, there we go. Whew. Let me save this. Yeah, this is 2.8. Ugh. Okay. I think I should call this done, maybe. But I want to try rendering it too, since we're in 2.8. Let's add a plane and put it over here. Oops. We can use some EEVEE. This is the whole point of 2.8, I think. This is the coolest part. Let's see. We can hide our Boolean cutters. We could maybe get rid of this crap. And we have different materials here. I always love, man, the EEVEE subsurface is kind of my favorite thing, because it looks so cool. It looks like a plastic toy when you have the subsurface on there. How crazy is that? You can make it metal. Ah, that's so cool. Alright, and then what else? We'd probably want to add in a light somewhere. I'll have two eyes here. Let's give these two eyes glow material. Can mirror it over. Cool. Do you know someone, do someone know if you can use 2.79 with decal machine? I don't know. Maybe somebody else does. Yeah. Snorkel over here. I don't know. Put an antenna. So maybe something like this, I would use a sub D. If we have a curved piece like that, you can sub D it. Can do Booleans like the regular, or we can do regular Booleans too, like with the Control B. Let's see. Control B and subtract. And after you do that, go like that. Alright, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do a cut using this piece through both of these. So live subtract. And in this case, I need this to be separate, so I'm going to hit P to separate it. And then I can also do live subtract from there. I don't know why it's not subtracting. What? There we are. Now we're getting 2 subtracts from each piece. Let me bisect. Oops. Actually, no, never mind. I'll do it. Bisect. Doing it live. Oops. Okay. Because I want to get rid of all this stuff, I can hit Control X. Get rid of everything. And then bevel this. And ideally, that works. But for some reason, this blue filler is not enjoying that. Oh, that's why. It was I had 2 cuts of the same object. But alright. Whoa, it seems that a little tiny audience has appeared out of nowhere. But yeah, so if you're just joining us, we were doing some crab drawings earlier today. And now, I'm trying to do a little mech based off of a crab in Blender. Like that. Dark metal. So maybe this is like another LED or something. I don't know. So we're using Blender 2.8 here too, which is really nice because we get to model and work and see our results in real time. Not totally happy with this thing. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. Alright, I think I'm gonna try to do a little bit of a cut right here from the blue. So live subtract. Let's add that glow into this part right here. Maybe this is too gamer mousy. I don't know. Too bad my ancient card is not up to the task anymore. No. Well, I think they're working on just making it more compatible with older hardware right now. So it doesn't seem like they're adding too many new features to EEVEE. They're just trying to get it compatible for everybody. So that's a good thing. Let's see if that new spin works. Wait, where is it? Duplicate radio. So I actually want it on the other axis. Is it possible to get this working on the other axis? No? Oh, I had high hopes. I had high hopes. It's not gonna happen. Why not using bevel weight to preserve more editable topology? I don't know. I think I'm okay with how it is here. This is just a quick little model, so I'm probably not going to change it. Oops. Maybe local is better. Sometimes when the Boolean doesn't work, you have to just separate it into two, or just only isolate the parts that you're working on, and then the Boolean will work better. Maybe we can go here. Oops. Something like that. Alright, I'm getting a little carried away here, I guess. Oh yeah, the Boolean cut. So the way it works is if you're cutting through two separate meshes at the same time, like if I had a cube that was going through here. Oh, see ya, Dennis. Yeah, so if this cut is going through these two at the same time, it's going to create an issue like that where there's like empty holes here. So you just have to isolate, hide the other stuff, and then it'll work. So this is not a hole. Yeah, that's it. Vaughn, don't you use box cutter for such operations? I don't use box cutter. I probably should, but I haven't used box cutter. Mainly because for the tutorial videos and stuff that I do, I'm trying not to have the students, required to buy other plugins and stuff. Yeah. But box cutter looks really cool. I sort of wish I could use it. try normal. Okay, I need to stop on this before it gets out of hand. We also have this little light volume, which is really cool. This is like the icing on the cake. Let's go Z and then big lighting. Actually not too much of a difference here, but in certain scenes that the lighting volume is pretty crazy. Ooh. Oh, actually, hold on a second. I want to bring in a model that a student of mine sent in. It was pretty cool. Let's see where it is. Stickers. So this is from Jim Johnston, I think. Is it? Wait, let me make sure I have the right. Whoa, where is it? Where is it? What the heck happened here? Stickers. File written by a new blend. Oh, this is. Must have opened it in 2.8. Or maybe he did it in 2.8. But he made a bunch of geometry stickers, which I think would be really cool on here. Let's open them up. Where are they? Yeah, okay. So check this out. Oh no, I don't want cycles. But I guess that's okay. Yeah, so we could get any of these and just stick them on. Let's see, I'll grab these. Make sure I don't have the light. Copy. And paste. There they are. Very nice. And let me just make sure I have the right, I think it's Jim. Let me, stickers. Sticker. Do. Oh, sorry, John McInnes. Sorry. So this is from John McInnes. He did the sci-fi corridor tutorial, and in the tutorial we make little graphics like this out of simple geometry. And he kind of went and made a bunch of his own, which are really cool. I'm just going to flatten them out a little bit. But yeah, electrocuted man sticker. Cool. Alright, and then we could probably get these and go Alt-D, and we can snap them to faces. So let's align them, snap them to different faces. Yeah. Oops. Let's see, this one, oops. I should go Alt-D on it. Rotation. What if we rotate it 90 in Z? Does that work better? So this is actually a really fun way to do graphics that's less trouble, I think, than images. Especially because, I mean, this stuff you can zoom in as far as you want and it'll have the same crispiness. And then you don't have to go into Photoshop and you don't have to do any of that nonsense. You don't have to worry about giant image sizes. So yeah, thank you, John McInnes. And these stickers, I need to get permission from him, but it would be cool to just, if he's cool with it, I'll just put these in the link somewhere to download. And the thing is, we have these in, these are all part of a group instance, so if I put this into this collection, a collection instance, then it should show up in the other copy. Yeah, okay. Well, actually, even better, I should probably just get the geometry in here and join it together. And that way it'll just pop up onto all of them. And if we mirror this on the x-axis, we can basically mirror all these graphics. So let me do that with these ones too. Just grab everything here. And then the leg, join it with Control J and then mirror it. And that way we get all of our graphics happening. This one, I don't know where that could go. Maybe here. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. This EEVEE stuff makes it so much fun. What do I think about SpeedFlow? I haven't used it, but I've seen demos and it looks pretty cool. I have not really used it that much though. Hey Tyrone, welcome. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, EEVEE is crazy. Stuff is nuts. I'm teaching a class right now with Blender at Brainstorm School and in California. And we're using 2.8 in the class because I feel like it's ready. I think it's ready for action. I mean, I'm gonna start using it. Well, I'm already using it, so. I think it's pretty exciting time to learn 3D because all this stuff is happening. Like NVIDIA has that new GPU that looks pretty cool. It's like a, what is it? Local. It does ray tracing. Sorry, it's hard to figure out my transform orientations. Subtract here. Hey, Mobstar. I think this one, maybe we could do a cut like this, circular cut that comes out. Oh my god. Like that. And let's make that orange and hide everything else. And then we can do the cut. We can unhide. I give up. And then the cool thing is we can just mirror this, and it'll apply to all the other legs. The other egg-colored legs. For me, my favorite part about EEVEE is the subsurface scattering. So I'm going to abuse that subsurface as much as possible. That's just awesome. And then we can get this whole thing and select it and put it into a group, or a collection, sorry, is what they call it now. So everything becomes part of the crab collection. Right? I think that's everything. So you go M, new collection, crab bot 2. Did that work? No. Crab bot. Oh shit. Damn it. Really? You can't have this in 2 collections at the same time? Alright, how about this? Get the 3 of these. Let's set our cursor to the center of the world. Get the 3 legs. Duplicate them. Alt-D, S, X, -1. Nope, that doesn't work. Legs. Let's put this back to 0, 0, 0. And then another one, Alt-D, S, X, -1. And put this at 0. Alright, so now we should be able to maybe hide these legs. Yes, okay. We're hiding the original legs. We're just using the group legs now. And we should be able to put all of this into a collection, hopefully. I gotta say, I'm not 100% sold on collections yet. I feel like they should be easier to use. They should just work like folders, really, and not have all these special rules, in my opinion. So if we go M, new collection, crabbot, and it doesn't let me press enter, but that would be nice. Okay, so now we can go add collection instance of the crabbot. And since this is an instance of a collection, it should run pretty damn fast. We could theoretically have like a gazillion of these things. And that's looking pretty cool. For some reason, whenever there's a crab bot, I feel like it needs friends. Let's see how many we can add. Still pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. Okay, here's something crazy. What if we get this and go Control M. Let's make a collection out of all of these here. Okay, you see where this is going, right? Make a collection here. M, new collection, crab, bot, gaggle. Okay. Okay, so now let's add a crab bot gaggle. And the location should be 0, 0, 0. Oops. Alright, let me save this. Bring all this crap backwards. And we have a gaggle, a serious gaggle going on right now. Has the viewport in Blender been upgraded? Yes, this is 2.8 viewport, and it looks pretty juicy, I would say. Yeah, this is buttery smooth. I don't know how many of these I would need to make it slow down, but I'm gonna try it. Let's break Blender. Come on, we need more gaggles. Let's put a gaggle over here. Let's break Blender. I don't know how many polygons we have right now. Okay, I need to start moving faster because people don't have all day. We need to break Blender right now. Okay, let's save this. I don't see it going any slower yet. Come on. We are at, oh, I guess it's not that high. We have, whoa. We have a lot of crabs. But we need more. We're running on a GTX 1070, by the way, which is not top of the line. It's pretty good, but it's not top of the line. You can get better cards nowadays. Okay, I think it's starting to chug a little bit, but I do want to open up the lights a little bit and see what our lights look like. If we could. Let's move this up a bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. right, let's add another light. Let's add a sunlight. Oh, here they are. There's our friends. So we are at 54 million triangles and 23 million faces. So that's pretty good. Not bad. And it's still running. Kind of. Sort of. Ish. It is running. Ish. Okay, I'm not gonna go any farther. I think that's enough crabs for today. But anyway. Okay, let's look at Jesus, it's already went. Okay, let's look at those drawings that I don't know if anybody who was here for the drawings is still around, but that's enough crabs for today. Let me, oh God, okay. So in the chat drawings link, earlier today we were doing some drawings, and I'm gonna go down to the description and hit my chat drawings. And that way we can look at what everybody did. So here, oh yeah, we got a new one from Roberto, Mr. Roberto Robert. And this was from the stream yesterday, but I think he posted after the stream. But yeah, these are pretty awesome sketches, super clean. Yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah, man, I love the hatching here. It's really like lively, and it describes the form pretty well. That's great. All right, and today we have, oh no, this is also from yesterday's stream, but I think we went over these, did we? They look good. Oh wait, no, I don't think we saw these. Interesting. Got some spaceships. It looks like we're kind of following this curve here. The long J curve. That's cool. And he's got it back over here. And also some of the arms action. Nice. And then we've got Johan from today with a felt tip pen, looks like. Nice. Let me see. Okay, cool. Looking good. I'm just comparing notes a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I like how you got all the shadows really juicy and dark in there, and that nice little ear shaped thing on this guy, and very dark bold lines. Nice drawings. All right, here's US Votes. I don't know if US Votes is still in here. He was teaching us about programming a little bit, or the industry today. But yeah, he can draw too. Definitely like this kind of dark shadow in here. I think looks better than the scraggly ones, but yeah, nice. And then this guy, yeah, we got some serious 1950s robot arms going here, and it looks like some propellers to go through the water or something like that. Interesting. And he has also a mild case of scoliosis. Cool. All right. And then we got Mr. Allen with some really nice sketches. Very confident and dark. And some good shading going in there. Very, very dark. I think you guys are getting more comfortable with just like getting super dark. That's That's something that took me so long to figure out, is just getting in the shadows and committing to them. But I think you guys are getting it. Yeah, nice sketches. Next time we want to see some designs too. I don't know if you had any. And then here's Dennis. I think he had to leave already, but yeah. Nice drawings. He's got a brush pen, and it looks like a regular pen too. Some watercolor. He's got every medium in here. Maybe these shadows here, I think if this side of the head was going to be really dark like this, then maybe inside here should be that dark at least, and under here too. So I mean just keeping that dark consistent through your other shadows. And then this is Arthur, and he's got pretty nice drawings. I like this one. He looks like he's I don't know. It looks like a guy standing here with a sack over his back. Cool. This is Rathos, Mr. Arthur. Okay. Nice. And then this is I think this is is this a concept or an actual creature? This thing looks crazy. Interesting. Very dark in here. So is this, oh, this is a digital sketch, right? Or is it pen? It kind of looks digital. Cool. Oh, all right, Bruno. Thanks for joining in. I'll see you next time. Cool, yeah, I would say your shadows here are pretty, I like how dark these are. I would go in here and be consistent over the whole page with your shadows. Just make them all super dark, or all like squiggly, but I do like the dark, confident shadows here. It's more punch. But yeah, nice work, Arthur. And then here's Max. Is Max in here still? Yeah, nice. Looking good. Very cute. Very cute. Kind of like some ID style hatching in here. I don't know if Max is an industrial design student, or an industrial designer. But yeah, really nice hatching, clean, and like big clean circles. ID people always have nice circles for some reason. Cool. And then here's Lucas. Then we've got some brush pen and water pen. So we have a lot of shading going on here. That's cool. And interesting textures in here. Yeah, I like that. Maybe, I remember the claw was pretty dark, although I didn't really make mine dark either. But yeah, interesting. And then he's got the background popping out the drawings, and some nice solid shadows in here. Guess he ran out of time. But he is kind of like describing all the forms with these cross-section lines on this one. So I don't know if that was just something he's trying to do to make it, like, instead of using the light and the shadows to describe the form, he's drawing the shapes, which is kind of cool. And then here's Kevin Moran with some totally different thing. It looks like some kind of fortress, battleship or something. Interesting. And then this is the drawings from today. Extremely cute. Man, this is cool. I like how pointy, like the brushwork here gets very, very delicate and sharp. So that's nice. and the line even like disappears sometimes, which is cool. Especially when you have like a highlight or something, you can make the lines disappear. Cool. And also some water pen in there too. Yeah, really nice. Alright, I'll refresh this one more time just to make sure we didn't miss anybody. And it looks like we're all... Oh wait, nope, there's one more from Lucas that we missed. Sorry about that. And Lucas did, on the second page, he has a bunch of concepts, some silhouettes of crabs and like a giant beefy torso type crab. And this looks like a cargo transporter thing. And then a nice walker. I would say maybe these legs look a bit humanoid. If we're going for a crab aesthetic, I think these legs could become a little bit more crabby. They look a bit human. They look like a human wearing a crab suit or something like that. Alright. But yeah, nice ideas there. I like that. This is a good page of ideas. Alright. I'll refresh one more time. If we don't see anything here, then you can always post after the stream and we'll probably catch you on the next round. Like there's always a couple late ones, so we catch you tomorrow. But anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. You guys did some pretty cool concepts today, and yeah, this was a fun one. It was fun to get into some Blender too. We got crab blender, crab drawing, crab painting. There's a lot of crabs on this stream. Anyways, see you guys later. Have a good rest of your day, and yeah, bye bye.